I heard from a friend of mine, she's 85 years old, we're going to pass through the tail of a comet. It's coming. The scientists have seen it. The only way you're going to get oxygen is to stay in and put a crucifix of Jesus on your door, so you'll live. There's going to be very little oxygen in the air. I met Spanish children from northern Spain that told me about it. I met them personally. They don't have stores up there. They grow their own crops. And they're like virgins. They're beautiful. They're not like young girls here that prostitute around. They're not like that. I had the privilege of meeting them. It's just the way they're raised.
Yeah.
The way they're raised. I don't know if you've ever been to northern Spain, Point of Pines, have you?
Nope.
Well, that's where Jesus appeared, and the Blessed Virgin Mary. And I had a crew of people come out of that bar one day. They didn't like the way I was speaking up for what? Genesis 19. Well, they didn't like it. And
No,
a bunch of them come out of a lesbian bar.
They won't like it. No.
They came out of the lesbian bar, right up there. And I mean, I'm in my 70s now, and I'll never forget it. They never laid a hand on me. Jesus is very powerful.
Amen.
And I was scared. And I told Jesus, you're going to have to help me to testify, because I'm not the bravest person you place down here. And he did. And I looked into their eyes, and I was talking about Jesus. They raced out of a gay bar. Raced out of a gay bar. And they came at me, and something stopped them from attacking me. And I knew it was Jesus. I looked into their eyes, and I saw terror. Terror, because they felt the power of God. Not that I'm anything. But we're all children of God.
Amen.
And we got power.
Yes, we
with
do.
Jesus.
Yes, we do. Amen.
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 Thank you for being out here.
Yeah.
God bless you all.
God bless you.
Oh, it's not a story, it's reality.
Testimony.
I
Yeah.
lived it.
Yes.
And one more thing. There was a satanic temple up here. My daughters went there when they were on drugs.
Yeah, there
No,
was.
that ain't good.
Yeah.
They were on drugs. They told me to go to hell.
Harvard School.
Yeah. And I walked in, my Jewish friend, she's a converted Jew, knows Jesus, was raped, molested by her dad. Not all dads are bad dads. Some of them are, some of them aren't. But they learn later on what it means to hurt your daughter. They move along in life, they get older, and they tell God they're sorry. I hear them on Christian radio, and they move on with Christ. Well, I walked into that satanic temple, just in the doorway. I wanted to see with my friend Iris Anofsky. She was witnessing to the head of a coven. And this is a while back in Harvard Square. I don't know if they're still there, I don't know. So I walked in and I looked up. I literally saw in this man, there was a light, like a ring of a serpent going through his body. It was frightening. It's the most frightening thing I ever saw. So I know the devil is real. And it was scary.
Yeah.
And I started running out of there. I almost fell trying to get out of there. I heard the hissing, it was frightening. Do you know my daughter started going out with gay men and they started doing drugs? Some of them don't do that today. I have a daughter right now that's dying on drugs, but I don't claim that. I know she's coming back to it. Because my other daughter rose up, Dolores. She aborted and murdered 3 of her babies, a little baby boy and 2 girls. And she says, I'm glad, Mom, I never saw you. I said, well, I'm glad they were Jesus, because they were innocent.
Amen.
And I believe, her name's Dolores, and I believe that she will come back to Jesus. I claim her for Jesus. My other daughter's got drug problems right now. Patty, my baby. She's not a baby, but she's still walking the earth, and they're giving her drugs down at Boston Medical. Do you know what they do down in front of Boston Medical? Those cops don't do anything. And I'm not against police. Police have helped me. There's godly police that have been there for me. But I'm telling you, that as you're standing and breathing, there's a bunch of young people that are all around Boston Medical. If you walk by there, you'll see them.
Yeah, you will.
And they're being forced to take drugs. And I know who the dealer is. My daughter used to go over there. He looks bad. He's hooked on drugs today. And some of these men are punching the women in the stomach. I didn't see it. My daughters were down there. They were there. And this Ricky, okay? This Ricky, I'm lucky I'm still here. He's a pretty tough guy, but he ain't tough enough for Jesus.